Are you ready?
2025. Venue, the Significant Place Chapel.
Adjacent State Secretariat. Former Mobile Links. Abuja Phase 1. Jalingo, Taraba State.
Admission starts at 1 p.m. and the main event begins at 2 p.m. Don't forget, admission is free.
Featuring insightful session on crop farming, agro-processing, value chain development, animal farming, and dry season farming.
With top facilitators including Dr. Hope Dauda Gaina, Mr. Godfrey Tafida, Honorable Zeno Hassan Meikaswa, Chief Gabriel Olayinka, and Mr. Waziri Aaron Anthony.
Don't miss this opportunity
to unlock economic growth.
See you there.
What if I told you there's a cab service you can book right now in Jalingo? Sounds like a dream, right? No, it's reality. Let Supercab get you transported to anywhere you want to go in Jalingo, and let them also run your errands for you while you sit at the comfort of your home. And guess what? It is affordable, reliable, and fast. They run a 24-hour service. You can click the link attached to this video to download the app.
Welcome to the broadcast of Business Daily from Sumtv, the pulse of the nation. You can also follow us on Facebook at Sumtv and on YouTube at Super Media TV. My name is Abraham Joda, and now the news. Naira assets demand turns out as for investors' high yields. Naira is one of the best performers in frontier markets according to JP Morgan. Some of the reforms done by Olayemi Cardoso, Central Bank of Nigeria CBN governor, has started paying off as foreign investors take a bet on Nigeria in 2025. In an investors call with a reputable international bank with large exposure to Africa, senior bank officials said that the lender's strategy in 2025 is a big buy Nigeria. Sell everything and buy Nigeria everything, a senior bank official saying. The confidence in the Nigerian market started when the CBN began pushing through long-awaited reforms in the foreign exchange markets. These reforms included more transparent pricing for the dollar through the introduction of electronic foreign exchange matching system launched in December last year, and higher interest rates on treasury bills. The policy on treasury bills have attracted dollar inflows and helped to stabilize the naira after a period of turbulence. Also, many foreign investors and international banks have regained confidence in Nigerian securities as naira's volatility is gradually being subdued by the transparency and efficiency in the markets. In addition to introducing better transparency around pricing in the official markets and increasing market interest rates, the CBN also asked banks to offload excess dollar, removing the cap on transactions done by international money transfer operators to lure in diaspora dollars. The naira hit an 8-month high of 1,474 naira 78 kobo per dollar at the official foreign exchange on Friday. This stability is music to years of foreign investors and local manufacturers by naira volatility in recent years. Alongside a more stable currency, market rates have been on the rise since last year, with the one-year treasury bills now yielding 27%. 7 and 10-year bonds sold at a rate of around 22.5% at an auction last weekend. This trend is projected to continue in the first half of this year. JP Morgan's recent report titled Emerging Market Frontier Local Market Compass stated that the reforms in Nigeria has made its securities more attractive. Naira hits eight-month high as dollar demand eases, as markets see local petrol refinery effects inflows effect. The Naira appreciated to an eight-month high of 1,474 Naira 78 to dollar at the official foreign exchange market on Friday as dollar demand eases on a raft of fiscal and monetary policies of the government. The Naira traded at 1,485 Naira 99 kobo per dollar on June 3, 2024 at Nigeria foreign exchange markets. However, the currency is now stronger 8 months after due to a slew of factors, including a rising local petrol refinery capacity, higher dollar inflows, and the Central Bank of Nigeria's swift policy actions in the last 17 months. The 650,000 barrels per day Dangote Petroleum Refinery began refinery petrol in September 2024, provided premium auto spirit (PMS) to a nation battling an acute fuel crisis. 4 months after Nigeria petrol imports dropped to their lowest level in 8 years, petrol shipments into the West African nations stood at about 110,000 barrels a day during January 1st to 24th, data compiled by Bloomberg from an analytics firm Votexa Limited showed. A PwC document says petrol imports constitute 22% to 25% of Nigeria's forex demand. There is less pressure on the market now because fuel importers are no more seeking dollars to import petrol the way they earlier. More so, the CBN has cleared forex backlog, and we saw inflows from Eurobond and dollar bond last year, Ike Ibeabuchi, emerging markets analysts. Dollar demand by various sectors of the Nigerian economy, also referred to as foreign exchange utilization, fell by 11% to $5.7 billion in the third quarter of 2024 from $6.4 billion in the second quarter of the same year, primarily driven by a reduction in invisible transactions. Uche Waleke, director of the Institute of Capital Market Studies at Nasarawa State University, forecast a positive trajectory for the Naira in 2025, attributing this outlook to lower petrol and food importation as well as increased fuel exports next year. Waleke pointed to the reduced importation of petroleum products as a major driver of the Naira rebound. With increased domestic refining capacity, we expect a significant decline in fuel imports, which will ease pressure on foreign exchange demands and strengthen the Naira, he said. He further highlighted the potential impact of increased earnings from the export of petroleum products. As Nigeria boosts its export capacity, foreign exchange flows will improve, supporting the local currency, Waleke noted. The foreign exchange inflows recorded in the first quarter of 2024 into Nigeria were about 136% of the total inflows recorded in 2023. In what was considered a landmark transaction, federal government raised over $900 million from the dollar bond in 2024. In December 2024, the Nigerian government launched a dual tranche Eurobond offering under its Global Medium-Term Notes program to finance the country's 2024 fiscal deficit. The two tranches of the Eurobond were a 6.5-year bond with a coupon rate of 10.125%, and the second tranche a 10-year bond with a coupon rate of 10.625%. While the Minister of Finance said the first objective is to complete the federal government's external borrowing program with the approval of the $2.2 billion financing package, which will include access to the international capital market through a combination of Eurobonds and Sukuk bonds, approximately $1.7 billion from the Eurobond offer and $500 million from Sukuk funding financing. Now to CBN policies. After trading last Thursday, the Naira appreciated by 1.67%, marking a gain of 24 Naira 8 kobo as the dollar was quoted at 1 Naira 1,485 naira 95 kobo compared to 1,510 naira 72 kobo on Wednesday at the NNEM. Data from the FMDQ Security Exchange Limited showed authorized currency dealers quoted the dollar as high as 1,560 and as low as 1,470 naira per dollar at the NFEN. CNG rollout suffers setbacks as conversion kits shortages. Nigeria, a country blessed with vast natural gas reserves, is facing a setback in its efforts to transition from petrol to compressed natural gas (CNG) as an alternative fuel due to the shortage of conversion kits. Sumtv found this has revealed for millions of Nigerians the promise of CNG was a beacon of hope, with petrol prices soaring after the removal of fuel subsidies in 2023 and the cost of living skyrocketing. The switch to CNG was seen as a lifeline to a cheaper, cleaner and more sustainable way to keep the country moving. The federal government under President Bola Tinubu promised to convert public transportation vehicles, including buses and taxis, to run on CNG, while also encouraging private vehicle owners to make the switch. Conversion centers were set up across major cities and subsidiaries were announced to make the kit affordable for the average Nigerian. However, work was meant to be a transformative shift as it hit a major roadblock. A severe shortage of conversion kits needed to refit vehicles to run on CNG. But that hope is fading as many Nigerians appear frustrated and uncertain about the future of CNG. Business Day survey of some conversion centers in Nigeria's commercial capital showed the shortage of conversion kits has become a roadblock that is delaying a quiet revolution expected to reduce reliance on petrol-dependent vehicles. We have the technicians, we have the facilities, but we don't have the conversion kits. A conversion center manager emotion to Business Day. It is frustrating for us and our customers. Another senior executive said the majority of the conversion centers in Lagos are not functioning adequately because of the lack of kits. The conversion center in Ogun State is functioning optimally, but the paucity of kits is a major challenge to rising demands from motorists, he said. Industry experts point to a combination of factors behind the shortage. First, the global supply chain for CNG conversion kits has been strained by increased demand from other countries also transitioning to cleaner fuels. Second, Nigeria's reliance on import for this kit has left it vulnerable to delays and logistical challenges. When you consider the challenges of importing goods into Nigeria, custom delays, port congestion, and foreign exchange issues, then you have a perfect song, said Adiola Oguleye, an energy analyst based in Abuja. A survey shows shortages of conversion kits has left conversion centers across Apapa, Mushi, and Ikeja idle. Email sent to Nigeria Vedra, the managing director of NIPCO Gas Limited, a major player in the CNG sector, for scarcity of kits and ancillary issues, got no response at the time of writing this report. At another conversion center on Jota, Lagos, there was no visible conversion activity going on. Still, Michelle Ejiofor, Chief Operating Officer of Portland Group Renewable Energy and Power in charge of the Jota Center, said there was no shortage of kits from the station. I don't know anything about that and everything is going as it's supposed to be, Ejiofor said. For ordinary Nigerians, the shortage is more than just inconvenience, it's a blow to their livelihoods. Take for instance, Charles Ogbede, a taxi driver in Nigeria's commercial capital, who has been navigating the streets of Ikeja for over a decade. Like many Nigerians, he saw CNG as a way to cut costs and increase his profit. I saved for months to get my car converted, he said, but when I got to the conversion center, they told me there was no kits. Now I'm stuck paying for petrol and my business is suffering. Retailers can yet reduce petrol price despite Dangote refinery cuts, says Petroan. Even though the Dangote refinery just lowered its fuel prices, drivers may not see cheaper petrol right away due to existing stock. That's what the Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria, Petran, is saying. Billy Gillis Harris, who leads Petran, explained this during a TV interview on Arise TV on Saturday. The Dangote refinery has just dropped its wholesale petrol price from 950 to 890 naira per litre. While Gillis Harris thinks the price drop is good news, he explained that fueling stations can lower their prices yet because they are still selling fuel they bought at the higher price. You can't see it immediately because we already bought products, Gillis Harris said. We've already purchased different kinds of product that's in our retail outlet now at the price which it was prior to the change this evening. So the moment we lose 60 naira in that transaction, we are out of business, so we are to keep that product. But the only thing that we advocate is that one of us that starts buying products from Dangote at that price, and tomorrow, Sunday, should endeavor to reflect that price in their retail outlets. Gillis Harris mentioned that Petran is now working closely with both the Dangote refinery and MRIs, a major retailer. So that is going to really help also in making sure that our retail outlets sell products at a uniform price, he said. And that relationship will certainly ensure sources at CBN confirmed that the bank will not proceed with accounts opening without a clear understanding of each local government's financial position. You cannot just open fresh accounts for the LGAs when many of them have not operated as an independent government entity. We go on a short commercial break, and when we come back, Business Daily continues.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do you do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
Are you ready? Join us for the Achievers Coaching Academic Summit 2025.
Themed Harnessing Nature's Gift for Economic Growth in Taraba State. Date 15th February 2025. Venue The Significant Place Chapel.
Adjacent State Secretariat. Former mobile links. Abuja Phase 1. Jalingo, Taraba State.
Admission starts at 1 p.m. and the main event begins at 2 p.m. Don't forget, admission is free.
Featuring insightful session.
Presidency advocates for Nigeria First policy amid US-Canada tariff war. The Nigeria presidency on Sunday reacted to the ongoing tariff war between the governments of the United States of America and Canada. Sunday Diary, the special advisor on media and public communications to President Tinubu, shared his views, stressing that there will be economic fallout from the development and a likely shift in the global order. Diary maintains that there is a lesson for Nigeria to learn from the situation. Naira Matthews report that on Friday, 2025, US President Donald Trump announced that his administration is implementing a 25% additional tariff on imports from Canada and Mexico and a 10% additional tariff on imports from China. He stated that this decision follows the alleged extraordinary threats posed by illegal aliens and drugs, including deadly fentanyl, which he claimed constitutes a national emergency under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. Energy sources from Canada will have a lower 10% tariff. President Trump is taking bold action to hold Mexico, Canada, and China accountable for their promises to halt illegal immigration and stop poisonous fentanyl and other drugs from flowing into our country. According to President Trump, his presidential memorandum on America First trade policy underscores that trade policy is a critical component of national security. In response, the government of Canada announced countermeasures against what it termed as the unjustified US tariffs on Canadian goods. The government says that the first phase of Canada response include immediate 5% tariffs on $30 billion worth of US goods, including orange juice, peanut butter, beer, wine, coffee, appliances, and cosmetics. We recall that 2 weeks after Nigeria became a partner country, US President Donald Trump reiterated his threat to impose 100% tariffs on BRICS nation exports in the attempt to replace the US dollar as the dominant currency in international trade. On January 17, 2025, Brazil announced that Nigeria has been admitted as the 9th partner country of BRICS, joining Belarus, Bolivia, Cuba, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, Thailand, Uganda, and Uzbekistan. Following the Nigerian Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tugar, confirmed the development, stating that the partnership aligns with Nigeria's broader aspirations for inclusive growth, regional integration, and a more equitable global economic framework. The development apparently implies that the federal government of Nigeria is making moves to maintain a stable economy. In a statement on Sunday, Diary stated that Nigeria must pay close attention to the tariff war between the US and Canada, as well as other North Atlantic countries. There will be fallout that will reverberate around the world. The World Trade Organization will be instrumental in helping to manage the impact of this emerging global order, he said. There is a lesson in all of this for us as a country. We are witnessing a new movement America first, Canada first. It's time for Nigeria first. Let's put Nigeria first, no matter what. Emphasize the need for Nigeria to always prioritize its national interests. Nigeria's foreign policy is rooted in the promotion of its national interests. Recently, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Sumtv, reiterated that Nigeria's foreign policy opposes the principle of strategic autonomy and opposes the presence of foreign forces and private military companies in the region, whether from the east or west. Nigerian stock posts solid gains as January ends in grain. The all-share index concluded January 2025 on a bullish trajectory, soaring by 1,567.55 points to reach 104,496.12 points at the market close on January 31st. This upward movement signifies a 1.52% increase from the month opening figure of 102,929.59 points, fueled by robust rallies in the banking and consumer goods sectors. Notably, the month witnessed a strong trading volume of 12.6 billion shares, surpassing the 10.8 billion shares traded in December 2024. Furthermore, market capitalization experienced significant growth, rising from 63 trillion naira at the start of the month to an impressive 64.7 trillion naira by the month end. The Nigerian stock market exhibited a bullish momentum characterized by a surge in mid-cap and select large-cap stocks. The all-share index began this first week of January with optimism. However, it experienced a downturn during the second week ended January 12, 2025. Fortunately, the subsequent week rebounded, closing above the opening price and culminating in a monthly increase to 104,496.12 points. Now let's look at the key highlights of the month. The NGX Premiums Index achieved a modest monthly gain of 0.17%, buoyed by strong performances from MTN, Zenith Bank, UBA, FBNH, and Access Corp. This gain was notable despite a significant 17% decline in the heavyweight Dangote cement. The NGX 30 Index also gained 1.55%. Now let's look at the sectoral indices. The NGX Banking Index recorded an impressive monthly gain of 9.47%, driven by over 10% increases in Wema, FCMB, Fidelity, and Stanbic. Additional gains of more than 5% were observed in the Fuga stocks, Zenith Bank, UBA, FBNH, and Access Corp. The NGX Consumer Goods Index rose by 4.31%, with standout monthly gains exceeding 25% for Vitafoam, Northern Nigerian Flour Mills, and Honeywell Flour Mills. Conversely, the NGX Insurance Index declined by 9.91%, primarily due to 7 insurance stock experience drops of over 15% month to date. The NGX Industrial Goods Index fell by 8.51%, largely attributed to more than 17% decline in the heavyweight Dangote cement, while the NGX Oil and Gas Index slipped by 1.58%. Take a look at the top gainers shows leading the charge among gainers was SCOA Nigeria, which climbed by 97.57 month to date, followed by Chela Ram at 76.49%. Other notable gainers included Honeywell Flour Mills up by 52.06% at 9.58 kobo. Then NCL Nigeria Limited, NCL Nigeria up 46%, up by 7.30 kobo. Invested Press up 45.45% at 5.60 kobo. Transnational Wide Express up 44.93% at 2 naira. Vitafoam up 38.91% at 31 naira 95 kobo. Northern Nigeria Flour Mills up 38.04% at 60 naira 60 kobo. The Initiatives up 37.60% at 3 naira 44 kobo, and Multiverse up 36.73% at 10 naira 5 kobo. Top losers on the losers table was Suni Assurance, which declined by 46.51% monthly date, followed by Unicel Interlinks at 13.05%. Other losers included MRS down 25.21% at 162 naira 90 kobo, Veritas Capital down 21.01% at 1 naira 9 kobo, Dangote Cement down 17.71% at 394 naira, Consolidated Mark down 11.30% at 3 naira 3.06, 3 naira 6 kobo. Deep Capital Management Trust down 11.02% at 1 naira 5 kobo. Sovereign Trust Insurance PLC down 10.71% at 1 naira. Morrison Industry down 9.98% at 3 naira 61 kobo. Julius Berger down by 9.94% at 139 naira 80 kobo. A variety of corporate action took place in January. GTCO PLC announced the successful completion of the first phase of its equity capital raise program, raising 209 billion naira. MTN Nigeria Communications PLC raised 42.20 billion naira through commercial paper issuance. Ohando PLC expanded its African upstream portfolio with a successful bid for Block KON 13 in Angola. Transcorp Power PLC releases FY24 results in a press statement. Guinness Nigeria PLC publishes Q2 financial statement for 2025. Total Energies Marketing Nigeria PLC issued fourth quarter unaudited financial statement for the period ending December 31st, 2024. Airtel Africa PLC released its 9 months results for the period ending December 31st, 2024. Boa Food PLC submitted its Q4 unaudited financial statement for the period ending December 31st, 2024. Wando PLC also released its Q4 unaudited financial statement for the period ending December 31st, 2024. Freshco PLC publishes their year-end financial statement for 2024. A look at the market outlook. The All-Share Index is currently riding a strong long-term bullish momentum as it highs the 105,000 threshold on the monthly time frame. This upward trajectory follows a successful recovery from below 96,580 recorded in August 2024. Positive reactions to favorable earnings result from late January and early February could propel the index beyond the 105,000 point mark, signaling a strong market outlook ahead. That's the end of Business Daily for today. Stay tuned for other exciting programs from the stables of Sumtv. We are being live for the city of Jalingo, Taraba State, Northeast Nigeria. My name is Abraham Manajola. Thanks for watching.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts,